So what is service level management? This whole process, and why do we care about this? Well, service level management is a process, and it's important because it defines and documents and agrees upon the level of services with our customers.
Service level management, the real purpose is to make sure we improve the relationship with our customers. We want to make certain that the services we're providing to our customers are meeting their business needs.
Service level management is about understanding what it takes to deliver the services, knowing the time, money, resources that are part of delivering those services, and being able to appropriately set expectations.
How can we build this relationship with our customers and make sure that the service that we're delivering is actually what the customer wants and actually, what they're agreeing to pay for?
Service level agreements are different from service level management. Service level agreements are the endpoint, the document that's going to talk about the responsibilities of the service provider as well as the responsibilities of the customer, both of which need to be met in order to have a successful service level agreement.
Service level management versus a service level agreement, the agreement is a contract, but it's only a very small portion of this overall process. And a lot of people lead with the SLA when actually that doesn't come until later, until we understand expectations, we know what our goals are, we know how we can measure them, we know what it takes, and it should be negotiated.
We need to make sure service level agreements are win-win, not win-lose.
Before you can even start to develop a service level agreement, we need to understand the outcomes for the business and also the service outcomes. What do our customers really want and need to achieve, and also what can we deliver?
Once we've got everything in place, once we understand expectations, once we understand what it takes to deliver a service, then we can go out and better understand the customer's expectations and put targets around it.
That service level agreement is really that endpoint. It's a document that's confirming the services we're providing meet the customer's needs.
Service level agreement documents the responsibilities of both parties, what both parties will need to do, and it really is the end point of this whole process and documents the relationship.
We need to make sure that the targets we have are appropriate. We want to have targets for level of performance. Yes, we want to meet those targets, but we shouldn't confuse those targets with goals. Goals are outcomes. Outcomes that we want to achieve, outcomes our customers want to achieve, outcomes the business wants to achieve.
Service level management is very difficult to do if we haven't defined our services. If we define our services, we're identifying all teams that are responsible for implementing these services, all hardware, software, every aspect. And when we know that, one thing we can do first is create operational level agreements between our internal resource teams. So we need to define the services. That allows us to know where we need to have the operational level agreements, with whom we need to have the SLAs, and certainly it allows us to know what vendors we need to be familiar with and know their contracts as well.
Oftentimes, we lead with the service level agreement without taking into consideration what our vendors can supply to us and what we can do internally.
Service level management is about how to improve the relationship with the customer. Service level agreements are a tool to help ensure that we, the service provider, and the customer agree what is it they need, what are the outcomes they need for their business to be successful.